welcome back to my channel. So today is a very special filming day for me because I'm actually collaborating with the next big thing, and he's actually behind the camera right now, and if you see, the quality of this video is because of him, and we're simply trying to figure out stuff right now, so just stay tuned. Might be something big, we don't know. But today's makeup is special to me because it's also to celebrate the beautifulness of our Malaysian artists. So today my selection is Neelofa, and it's based on this picture that I've seen on Instagram, but I can't show it now because it might be copywriting, stuff like that. But it's basically like a nice smoky eye, brown, and with a hint of pink and a little bit of glitter because that's really famous in her look, and I really like her makeup look or whatever she's been doing on her face lately. And of course, I do not look exactly 100% like her, but sort of like what I see, and I take it in to try to apply it to my face. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course subscribe to the Next Big Things YouTube channel, and I'll put all the description down below. So have a look and enjoy, guys. Bye, see you later. So because this is Neelofa inspired look, definitely she has like a very flawless base, duh. But anyway, to achieve that, you need to use a primer. So today I'm going to use the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and this is just the normal foundation primer, and you're just going to put it all over your face. So I like this primer because it's so lightweight, it's not even sticky, so it feels like moisturizer, and I just get the job done. So that's a beautiful primer. I don't even feel sticky in my face. It's really good. Okay, so next we're going to start with the base. So as any movie star in Malaysia, you seriously need to have the best foundation, but you need to have really good skin first. But what we can cheat is we can actually use Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Now this thing is freaking damn amazing because it's so pigmented, it's so full coverage. It's crazy guys, but you need to really shake it first. So have a good shake. Put it behind my hand. So just a little bit first, because the first time when I use it, I regret it. I put too much and everything. I actually just need to use half of what I put on my hand. With my face work brush, this is the Kabuki flat top brush, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna build this so that I don't look like a clown. So you see what I mean? You see that? And about this foundation is it's just it doesn't feel wet. So it kind of feels like a dry texture, but it's okay. It's really good. So what I like to do is I like to just slowly buff, and you'll see that my face will suddenly transform into a one layer. Oh, I forgot to mention, the foundation, this color is 44 Golden Medium. So, and then make sure that your face and your neck is almost similar color. So I just put a little bit more at the back of my hand, and we're gonna buff it to my neck. And my hair is stuck. To make sure that your eyeshadow lasts the whole day, we will need to use an eye primer, and I'm using NARS eye primer, and I'm just gonna put it all over my lid. The reason why I like this eye primer is because, I love the Urban Decay one, but the NARS somehow is a little bit lighter, so it's not so thick that you can see there's a weird thing in your eye, and I just can't tahan with that. So I'm just gonna put this all over my lid, but not too much. Just making sure that it's a thin layer, because 1-3 primers, you don't need to have a lot of layers on it, because you just need a nice base of cement, however you like to call it, and just make sure that your eyeshadow has something to stick to. So I'm gonna go with a brown, a brown warmish color, and this is from NARS Surabaya eyeshadow palette. A lot of makeup artists use this on brides, so it's one of the most famous eyeshadow colors. So because I'm gonna put all this eyeshadow, almost across all of my lid, I'm gonna use a blending brush, and this is the MAC 217. You can use any blending brush you want, but I just took the one that's just there. So I'm just gonna load out your brush, just very light, tap off the excess, and then you wanna just pack it on. And I'm gonna start with soft colors first, because her look is very soft, so I wouldn't want to start with such a pigmented base or whatever you call it. Now I'm putting it all over the lid, and then she had almost to her brow bone, so I'm pushing up the color there. So now I'm going to use a different brush, and this is sort of like flat shader brush because I want to put it right below my eye. I'm not going to go too dark because even though it is smoky, so I mean Neelofa is always rocking a smoky eyeliner. So based on the picture, it looks very soft. So I'm making sure that my below my under eye is soft also. So I'm just going to like apply the same Surabaya color, and I'm just putting at my lower lash line. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit more darkness to the lash line. So at this stage, you just want to use any matte shadow. You just want to apply it right to your lash line, the closest, just to give a little bit of more smoky effect. And I'm applying it at my lower lash line too. Just a little bit. Make sure I'm tapping it off. Okay, right now I'm going to use my Face Work Cosmetics blending brush, and you have to make sure that it's clean. It's a clean brush. You want to have that seamless blending effect. So use a clean brush, and you're just going to blend all the edges. Blend that thing. Oh God, and there's a hair there. Of course, without blending, that's the whole point of this makeup, is to make it look super professional, which you can actually do it yourself at home. You don't need a makeup artist. I can help you. What I'm doing now. Okay, so looking at her picture, so it looks like she has a bit of pink at her crease. Neelofa's eyes is like super different than mine, so I'm just gonna modify it to what I feel I can adapt to my eyes. So I'm gonna use a pinkish eyeshadow color, which I have to find. Hold on. To save your money and time, just use your blusher. Use your blusher. Don't forget your blusher also can be an eyeshadow. With another blending brush, I'm using clean one. It's always good to use clean brushes. So you just want to have a light brush on that blush. So this one, if you want to know, I'm using Romantic Rose from Sephora. I love this blush. This is my everyday blush, so it's definitely going to be in this video. So I'm just going to apply it in between my skin color and that brown shadow, just to have that pinkness. Okay, this is my favorite bronzer, which is Laguna. I'm just gonna dust it right where I put the pink, in between the brown also, just to make it a little bit more warm. So from that picture, again, she looked like she had like a glitter liner, and that's very famous within our Malaysian artists. If you see, I'm sure you guys follow all these makeup artists that does it, but I don't have the exact eyeliner that she has, but I'm gonna use whatever I have, which is, this is a random eyeliner, I don't know what year. So this is like a little bit of gold, so I'm just gonna apply it lightly first. Okay. Gonna apply that gold first. Apply it like how you would apply, what do you call that? A normal eyeliner, your liquid liner. So I'm not scared about the cleanliness yet. So once you've plotted out your glitter liner, so I'm just gonna apply a black liquid liner, any black you have. So what I'm using today is Maybelline's Hyper Sharp Liner, which is the normal gold cap, but I think now they have the red cap, but I didn't buy it yet, so I'm just gonna make use with this. This is always my favorite liquid liner. So yeah, so the important thing is make sure your glitter is already like dried up. So you want to go the closest to your lash line, because you don't want to block. I mean, because Asians, we don't have a lot of space anyway, right? So that's why we just start with the thin gold line, and then we line our lashes like this first, very lightly. So the lashes that I'm going to use today is from the Elise collection, and this one is quite long, quite like spurs outwards, but looking at Neelofa's previous videos, she always wear like lashes non-stop. So yep, I'm going to apply it today, and then we'll see how the look looks like. So you want to make sure that your lashes is like semi-dry, so a little bit tacky, so tak terlampau wet but tak terlampau kering. Give it like 30 seconds, because you're going to find out that it's easier for you to apply a tacky lash rather than applying a wet one, because the glue will go all over the place and it'll just be a mess. So before you want to apply your lashes, while that's drying, I'm going to curl my lashes and then I'm going to apply some mascara. And this is a Shu Uemura eyelash curler. I've been using this like since forever. Then I'm using L'Oreal's Miss Manga mascara, and this is not the one that is sold in Malaysia. It's in the one that's in not Malaysia. I bought it in Bali because you're going to find the wand is very different. And I'm just going to like give like one coat of mascara. Okay, so you have your lashes on. So at this point, we want to make the lash line a little bit dark, meaning the waterline. So I'm using any waterproof pencil. And then we're gonna waterline our upper lashes. It goes to tight lining. So it's easy to just look down. It's a very scary process, but it will make your whole look a little bit more perfect. So she did have a little bit of like black liner. So I'm gonna use the same liner just now. Then I'm gonna like do my waterline. Just a bit. She didn't seem like she has like a lot. And then I forgot, I gotta put some mascara at my lower lash line. Just a little bit. So next is concealing. So I'm using Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the color medium oyan. Because she has like a very contoured face, right? So I'm making sure that mine is almost similar. So I'm putting it a lot at my lower, making like a triangle shape. Then also putting it below here, as I'll put in some contour, cream contour. With my nose. I'm using my beauty blender just now. I'm gonna blend it in. So I'm gonna try out Sephora's contouring highlight, low light face contour duo. And I bought this the other day. I haven't used it yet, so let's see how it is. They have like a highlighter part and they have a contour part. So I'm gonna use the contour part today. I'm not gonna put a lot. I'm just gonna like try and just have a little bit of darkness because it's quite dark. I'm just gonna apply where. Okay, I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Let's see how this is. Just a little bit. Quite easy to blend. So now I'm gonna stop with the highlight contour for now. I'm gonna go do my brows. So this is the Urban Decay brow beater, and this is the color dark. So I've been using this like for a couple of times, and so far I really like it. Like it's quite precise. So I'm just gonna do your brows. So do your brows the way how you do her brows is quite different. So I'm not really gonna change it according to her brows anyway. So I'm just gonna apply how I would, but a little bit more darker lah. Since this look is already quite glam. Neelofa's makeup in general is always glam. She's always on point. So I'm gonna start with the brows, and now I'm gonna set it with my brow gel. Sorry, I'm gonna use L'Oreal Paris Brow Artist Plumper, and I think this is like a dark brown. And we're just gonna comb through your eyebrows so that it looks a little bit more natural, and it will just stay in place. So you can see your hairs. So now I'm gonna set my foundation and everything, my concealer. So then I'm gonna use Laura Mercier's loose powder, and this has a little bit of color but not so much. I'm just gonna set it with Faceworks Cosmetics. I think this is like a powder brush. My name, the tap off, so it's very fine. And I'm gonna like just pack this on. And I'm also gonna bake after this, so you're gonna see in a minute. So I'm just gonna like make sure all my foundation is into place. Now for the baking with my beauty blender, I'm gonna apply it under my eye like that. Baking, instead of it will help to like highlight your under eye, but it's also a good way to like set your concealer, and then your concealer won't actually like move, and it won't like, you know, it won't crease. So just making sure that I'm baking in the right areas, even baking here, because I'm going to put some bronzer there later. Okay, now it's time to brush it out. And then I'm going to brush under the eye, brush out all that. So with my NARS Laguna bronzer and with the contour brush, it's more like an angle brush, this is the MAC one, I'm just going to swivel around. Oh, this is my favorite part, it's always my favorite part, to like bronze. And sometimes I overdo it, but it's always fun. So then you just want to like add your hollows of your cheeks. Bronzer or contouring will help you give a little bit of dimension to your face, and also gives you a little bit of color, so you won't look so like, you know, like the tepung on your face. Like. So I also like to put it on the top of my forehead just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to contour your nose a little bit, just a little bit. I'm using the bronzer because it's not that I want to like change the. It's not that I want to change the shape of my nose, just want to have a little bit of like smallness, just a little bit bridge on your nose. So now from highlighter, so today I'm going to use Becca's Jaclyn Hill highlighter, which is called Shimmering Skin Perfector Press Champagne Pop. Beautiful packaging, of course. And I'm using the Facework Cosmetics angle brush, just a little bit because this thing is freaking pigmented, so just have that highlight effect. Put it on top of my brow, so that if I turn, you're gonna see like there's a light bulb in my cheeks, but not really. I put it in the bridge of my nose also, just for the glow. So now I think this is the last step, promise. We're gonna use like a sort of like pink, nude, but more on the pinky side shade of lips. So I think this looks like the most similar to what she's wearing, but I feel that this might be a little bit too much. I don't know, it might be. It's quite a nice color. It's from Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet, and this color 07. Before that, I'm gonna line my lips, and this is MAC's Dervish. So I've already put some, what do you call that? What's that thing called? Yeah, I've already put some lip balm before. So I'm gonna just like line my lips. So I'm using like the same blusher that I used on my eye just now, because I want it to sort of match. So apply it. And I'm using a Real Techniques buffing brush to do this. I always apply my I always apply my blusher with it because it lasts longer. Okay, so at this point, this is the last step. This is like a trick lah. After you're done with everything, right? To make everything more like seamless and more blended. So you take your blending brush just now that you did, and then you're just gonna apply more pink at your crease here, because yeah, it'll help to just blend everything together, and then you'll be happy with it. After 100 years now, we've hardly finished this look. Jeez, okay.